Hi there, I'm Vanna Faye and welcome to Dragon Age Origins episode 37. Okay, so we are in Orzammar. About to take our first steps, actually. Okay, so Orzammar Guard, might as well.
Fair journeys, Warden.
Oh, okay. Is that it? That seems to be it. Okay.
Do you think they sell miniatures of these in the city? I would love to have some on my mantle.
Miniatures of what? Oh, the paragons. Okay, probably the paragons. Yeah. Well, maybe. Toy makers and such. Orzammar
If
Guard.
only you had come at a less troubled time.
Yeah. Probably would have been a good idea to come at less troubled time, but however, we are here, so...
Now that's a thing
Make
of
do.
beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Paragon Branka.
Let's see.
New Codex, the Paragons. The Paragons. As I studied among the dwarves, I became aware that their social system was as rigid as the stone that surrounded them. From the lowest servant to the king of Orzammar, each dwarf has a caste, a rigid social standing which dictates what he may do and how he may do it. What fascinated me then was that the dwarves, stubborn and proud as they may be, have built in a way for even the lowliest dwarf to bypass the caste system and reach prominence. Any dwarf who has made an achievement of significance can be named Paragon, elevating that dwarf above all others. To become a paragon is to be recognised as, essentially, a living ancestor. Your words are considered ineffable, and the dwarves liken you unto a god. Your family, those you choose to ascend with you, become the founders of a new line of nobility. Indeed, every existing noble house among the dwarves traces its line back to a founding paragon. It is a rare thing, however. In my visit, I learned that only one paragon had been elected in generations. The smith Branka, exalted for her discovery of smokeless coal. I met the Paragon Branka only once during my stay, and I consider it an odd occasion indeed. Surrounded by those of her house, this ill-tempered woman was draped in the finest clothing and jewellery, and was obviously revered even above the highest nobles, perhaps above even the king, yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Statues of the Paragons are found throughout Orzammar, though nowhere so prominently than in the Hall of Heroes, through which one passes on entering from the surface. It is a breathtaking sight to behold, great works of stone all seeming to hold up the ceiling above. It is meant to impress upon visitors to Orzammar of all who have gone before, I think. It is also meant to remind dwarves going to the surface, and thus abandoning their brethren forever, of all they are leaving behind. From Stone Halls of the Dwarves by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright. Paragon Branka. Nothing specific to her though. Just all paragons. Okay. Paragon Ortan. An explanation of the paragons. Okay.
They say the darkspawn have left for the surface.
They do say that, okay. Paragon Beamut. Yep, an explanation of paragons. Paragon Garrel.
Leave it to me.
Also an explanation of the paragons.
Show
Ooh, a
respect,
dwarven
sirs.
scholar.
You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
The stone figures of your ancestors are quite grand indeed.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Is there none around?
Surfacers always assume nothing happens underground without them. Many are trying, despite our stalemate. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
Okay, well at least he recognized me as a warden. That's nice. Okay, Paragon Lantenna.
Let's see.
Yep, still nothing. Okay.
I trust Vala, Warden.
Yep, you too. Paragon Ferelden.
As you wish.
Okay, yep. Absolutely nothing new. Just lots and lots of Orzammar guards wanting to
If only you had come at a less troubled time.
tell me that I should have come earlier. Alright, and I can't get any further. I can't get up to those other statues and check around those. Okay.
I
Still.
saw what you were doing back there.
Oh,
Oh?
Don't play innocent with me.
What are you talking about?
Outside, you are picking flowers.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
They were medicinal.
You're a big softy.
We will never speak of this again.
Softy.
okay. Let's give Sten a break. Come on. What's that? Commission report. Okay. Let's have a look at that then. New codex, the key to the city. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the tag is at a premium, but the intended function of the hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragons must be the core of the Hall of Heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits Dwarven interests. It is the first glimpse that surface ambassadors have of Orzammar, an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see it shaped before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. The hall must also serve a second purpose. As a last sight for departing brethren, those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of their ancestors at their backs. It is a reminder of duty and of consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. From a report of the Assembly Zoning Commission. Okay. Cool. And they've just left it out here. I guess someone was angry with the report and just kind of threw it down and ran away. threw it down and stormed off. Okay. Let's get in there. Ooh.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Oh wow, yeah. Well, that's terrible. Sure.
Especially in front of outsiders. That son of a fool, I'll have him in the Legion.
Okay, what kind of legion? Is that the Legion of the Dead, I think? Okay, so who was that? Balin Educan. This is time for action, not cultured debate. Third of King Endrin's children, Balin has always been considered the last and least of his family. Not the heir, nor the favourite, and not as accomplished as either sibling. Balin's most notable trait was his ability to stay out of trouble. Okay. Lord Partial Modlist. No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king may recommend a successor, but the Assembly ultimately decides who will rule. House Harrowmont is one of the oldest noble houses, as old as Orzammar itself. Endrin's most trusted advisor, Harrowmont is well known for being an able administrator and the author of many compromises in the ever-warring Assembly. Okay. Good for him. Good for him. Okay. Well, we've got a floor carving document further up there. The captain of the guard, who we should probably definitely talk to first. And a quest over there. Nice. Okay, let's talk to you.
Vieta, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
I need to speak to your dashers. The Grey Wardens need Orzammar's assistance in the Blight.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
So, this Balin and Harrowmont, they're the ones I should speak to?
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferelden from his estate.
You mentioned paragons? Those were the statues in the Hall of Heroes I came through, right?
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
So the violence I've just witnessed, is that common? Is this how your city usually is?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
What's the proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us.
Okay.
Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Well, I guess I'll go and do that then.
Yes, you should.
Okay. So, Vartag Gavorn, Dulin Ferelden. Let's see those. Speak to Dulin Ferelden. Lord Harrowmont is one of the two men who could take the throne. To earn an audience with Harrowmont, you must speak to Dulin Ferelden. You can find Dulin either in Harrowmont's estate, in the Diamond Quarter, or in Tapster's Tavern. Okay, and Vartag Gavorn. Speak to Prince Balin's second in command. Prince Balin is one of the two men who could take the throne. To earn an audience with Balin, I must speak to Vartag Gavorn, his second in command. Vartag may be found in the Assembly Chamber, which is in the Diamond Quarter. So I need to get into the Assembly Chamber then. Okay. And I need to seek out Steward Bandalore, which is in the Assembly Chamber. Okay. Floor carving. Let's have a look at this. Oh. Were you saying something? I didn't see. Never mind.
Let's see.
Okay, the city of Orzammar. The dwarves are lauded for their craftsmanship, and the city of Orzammar is one of their finest works. Orzammar lies at the heart of the Frostback Mountains, deep underground. The city arcs outward from the royal palace, which is built around a natural lava vent, continually fountaining liquid rock, which both lights and heats the entire cavern. The topmost tier of Orzammar is home to the noble caste, with their palaces fanning out in both directions from the court of the king, as well as the Shaperate, which serves as a repository for all dwarven knowledge. The lower tier is the Commons, where the merchant caste holds sway and where the finest works of Orzammar's craftsmen are for sale. In the centre of the river of lava, connected to the Commons by a causeway, are the Proving Grounds, a sacred arena where the dwarves, by ancient tradition, settle their disputes. On one side of the fiery river are the ruins of old dwarven palaces, fallen into disrepair, which the locals call Dust Town, now home to the city's casteless. On the other side of the river are the Deep Roads, which once joined the sprawling dwarven empire together, but now, after centuries of darkspawn incursions, are largely sealed off. Nearly all knowledge of this network of underground passages has been lost, even to its builders. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitive. Okay, that is sad. But they've lost so much. That is very sad. Okay, we've got a named person there, and a couple of Orzammar guards, and a named woman over there. I want to get that document though. I have my priorities.
Stop what?
That, looking at me and giggling.
I can't help it. You're so big and stoic. Who would have thought you'd be a big softy?
Stop saying that. I am a soldier of the Beresad. I am not a softy.
Softy.
I hate humans.
Usually I would agree, but Leliana is adorable and I will protect her with your life. Okay, document. The key to the city. Okay, while your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Yes. Okay, we've read that one. Pursuant to Order 5-1A, no dwarf of indeterminate caste may conduct business in the Commons. This was subsequently clarified by the Assembly to mean that the owning and operating of stalls or kiosks is limited to those of identified and approved house names with traceable ancestor lineage of at least 3 generations. Exceptions include individual purchases of goods or services from established stalls or kiosks, provided the funds are presented at the opening of the transaction at the discretion of the stall or kiosk owner. I'm sure you understand the need to maintain strict quality control over all goods and services that flow through Orzammar, especially when we are making a concerted effort to encourage outside investment. The standards of Dusttown and that of the Common brand are simply not sufficient. Your trade permit is hereby denied. From a judgment of the Assembly Trade Council regarding Mydal's reclaimed wares. Oh. Mydal's reclaimed wares. Okay. Well, another person who read something they didn't like and threw it to the ground. Okay. So, I should be able to actually talk to Leliana here.
Something I can help with?
What do you know of this place?
Vast holes carved from the stone of the mountain, lined with the chiseled marble figures of paragons, so fine as to mirror life itself. Soaring ceilings grand enough to make any man forget the sky and the sun, and to question the reason for their existence. I have heard of these things and more, but none prepared me for what I have seen here. It is marvelous.
Okay, well, let's talk about something else then.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
No, nothing? Okay. I guess I need to find the nugs. I'll need to find the nugs first, then ask her if she wants to... Yeah. Okay.
Good day to you.
Alright, let's talk to you then. Nirav.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
And King Endrin, he was this Prince Balin's father?
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
Why? What was so wrong with Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Well, and who are you exactly?
I am Nirav Helmi, 3rd daughter of the 2nd matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger? What brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I'm Laurel, one of the Grey Wardens. And I came here hoping for some aid against the darkspawn.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
Defense against the Blight, actually. Would you know who had the authority to help with that?
A Blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferelden. He might be able to get you an audience.
Well, okay. Good to know. Oh, well, we already knew it, but still, it's good to know.
Orzammar welcomes the Grey Wardens.
Okay, good. Very glad to hear that. Okay, that's a store. Figures imports. Okay, and it looks like it's locked. Yeah, key required. So, commoner, let's speak with you.
One day the Paragon Branca will return. Oh, and on that day.
Okay. Commoner?
This dispute over the throne is exciting, isn't it?
Exciting. Now that's a viewpoint we haven't heard yet. Okay, commoner.
What happens if the Assembly never picks a king?
Well, eventually you will have a king, so don't worry about it. Commoner?
Being in Orzammar is a privilege. Very few outsiders ever get to see our wonderful city.
I agree that it is a privilege. It's a very, very nice place. Okay. Nug Wrangler Bearmore. Okay.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs. I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
Are these nugs dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
Well, if I see any, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Okay, new quest, a lost nug. Nug Wrangler Bearmore has lost his nug inventory. Find one of them to get him back on his feet. Okay, I only need to find one. Good. Good. Okay, so... Oh, Dagna! Yes, okay. We've got Garin, Commoner, Dagna, Orzammar Guard. Alright, and then we'll... Now, let's have a look around here first, just because. Okay. That's not an actual door we can go through. There's nothing around here. Okay. Well, I needed to know. Okay, Garin.
Greetings, and welcome to Garin Garrison's Luxury Goods Shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
You alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad thing. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging. Then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Oh, I thought dwarves were immune to lyrium's effects.
Of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
I'd like to see what you can do with it, then.
Right. Best in the trade, you know. I've worked the ore myself.
Okay. Ooh, Tome of Physical Technique. It gives the reader 1 point to spend on a talent or spell. Ooh, 19 gold. I have enough. I'm getting it. Yes. Definitely good. Life Giver. Oh, plus 10 constitution. Oh, wow. Health regeneration in combat. 10 health regeneration while exploring. Plus 3 armor. Oh, that... I need to give that to my tank. Whoever my tank ends up being, probably Sten. I'm probably going to be sticking with Sten. I need to give him that. Need. Okay, that's a lot of gold, though. There's no way I can... There's no way I can manage to get that. Damn. Okay. Well, it's something to look forward to anyway. Okay. Well, at least we got that tome. So, Tome of Physical Technique. It needs to be a warrior or a rogue. Oh, damn it. Well, I'll give it to Zevran. Not that I have anything against giving Liliana good stuff. It's just, I'd rather have given it to Zevran.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Yep, nothing. Okay, I need to finish the quest first before she'll say anything.
I hope Lord Harrowmont wins. He always had better taste in clothes.
Right, okay, for the silly things that people think of when they're actually choosing a leader. He has better taste in clothing. That means nothing. Hello, Dagna.
You look like you're not from around here.
You could say that, yeah.
Oh, wonderful! I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
Alright, so what did you want with the Circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface, and the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
That's interesting. Don't think I've ever heard of anyone actually wanting to go to the Circle, but I suppose as a dwarf you wouldn't be barred from leaving. Alright, tell you what, I'll bring the Circle your request myself.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Ferticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
So am I.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Okay, wow. Oh, we got a +1 from Liliana. Quest updated. I met a young dwarven woman named Dagna whose biggest wish is to study magic at the Circle of Magi. Even though dwarves are incapable of doing magic, she wants to study its theory. You agreed to go to the Circle to ask them if Dagna can study there. And I certainly will. I will in fact do that before we go into the deep roads. I don't want to leave that too long. Okay. Well, this seems to be the way to the Diamond Quarter. Okay. There's a runestone over there though. Can we... Nug. Okay, well let's grab this runestone first. The Shaper's Life. Sweet. Orzammar has carved a legacy from the stone, but history is more than the comings and goings that fill the streets. These caverns are old cuts and well-travelled. The true will of the stone is revealed far from the halls of politics and commerce. The Shaper must step away from the familiar and seek out revelations from the frontier or buried secrets from paths abandoned. The Shaper must first walk away if he is to return. First steps from the Shaper's life. Very nice. Okay, so Nug. Let's talk to you. Boxer Nugs. Okay. Codex updated. Nug. Hip deep in mad nugs, our screams deafen their keen ears. We will be nug poop. From Songs That Only Nugs Can Hear by Paragon Ebrian 584 Exalted. The Nug is an omnivore common to the deep roads, a hairless creature that is almost blind as well as completely docile. It spends most of its time wading in shallow pools as well as mud pits, feeding on small insects, worms, and, in a pinch, limestone and simple metals. Wow. Indeed, the digestive system of the Nug is legendary, able to make a meal out of almost anything a Nug finds on the cavern floors. Nugs reproduce rapidly, spreading into any niche within the deep roads they can find, and serve to support a variety of predators such as giant spiders and deep stalkers. So too do dwarves make meals out of them. Nugs are, in the poorer slum portions of Orzammar, one of the most common sources of meat available. Some dwarves even domesticate the creatures, claiming to find the creatures' high-pitched squeaks pleasing. Oh, okay. And that was a quest as well. A lost nug. Okay, I found a nug. Nug Wrangler Beomar will be very pleased to see it. Okay. Don't suppose...
Something I can help with?
No, okay, never mind. Well, never mind. So we've got Mines Commander and 3 soldiers. And there's a rune plate over there I'm not sure we'll be able to get to, but we can talk to him.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Why do you need patrols?
Don't let the comm fool you. The darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Actually, they've already made their move. To the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during Blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
I don't suppose darkspawn are the only danger in these tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Deep stalkers?
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on 2 legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
Yeah, I think I've met those things. Okay. Are no dwarves allowed past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead mostly, fools that they are. Some scavenger types too.
Legion of the Dead?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes, or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Wow. Well, I'll be off.
Aye, for your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Well, unfortunately, I definitely will do. Okay, so I'll have to come back for that rune plate. So that definitely was the way to the deep roads then. Yeah. Okay. And that's to the Diamond Quarter. So, Nug Wrangler Bearmaw.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I've got a nug for you. Here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I've found.
Okay. Quest completed. I brought a nug to Bearmaw. I don't forget to wash your hands. Okay. Sweet. And 12 silvers for it as well. Very nice. Don't suppose...
Something I can help with?
Know anything about
Vast
this?
holes carved
No.
from this sword. I have heard of these things and more.
Well, let's move on. Okay. And let's go down the other side. Oh, there's another nug there. There we are, box of nugs. Okay. I'm sure she will like that then. I'm sure eventually I will have... Yep, okay, it's another nug right there. Maybe it's at the end of this quest that I should be talking to her. I thought that was the end of the quest though. I guess not. Alright. No more nugs hiding. Let's talk... No, not Dagna. Can't talk to Dagna.
Ancestors guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn.
Oh, I remember her. She's the one who... that's Rook's mother, isn't she? I think so.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
Is this some sort of shrine?
I don't know that word. This is a section of stone kept bare to receive our prayers. The stone gave rise to our people, and it is where their spirits return in death.
Did I hear you mention a son?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith Caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rak. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return, or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return? He's missing then?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go and look for him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by darkspawn that way.
Doesn't mean he should be abandoned. If I go to the deep roads, I'll keep an eye out for him.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. I'm sure I'll be going there eventually.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Okay. Oh. Nug. There is a Nug flashing up. Haha! Found you. Okay. So I know the way to end this one in the best way is to just tell her that he's dead. I'm pretty sure that's what he asks you to do as well, so it's a shame, but it's probably what I'm going to do.
Wow, I've never seen an elf before. You're sort of skinny and strange, aren't you?
Cheers. Well, yes, actually. As it turns out, I am skinny and strange. Okay, commoner.
The ancestors are punishing us for not following Vanka. That's why good King Endrin died.
Right. Okay. Commoner.
I should have stayed in that cage.
In the old days, those men would have been told to join the Legion of the Dead. At least then they'd put that anger to good use. But not these days.
Okay. He just said I should have stayed in my cage. It's so not nice, Sten. Come on. Legna. Okay.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Huh, so you're a Prince Balin supporter. Why is that exactly?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Okay. I thought he was the one causing all of this chaos. You're okay with that?
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change.
Well, that's certainly true. But you know, Blight is coming. Orzammar shouldn't remain divided for much longer.
Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against darkspawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you.
Well, I certainly hope so. Alright, let me see what you've got.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Okay. +2 cunning, though, for a Quicksilver arming cap. I could buy that, sure. Ah, Tome of the Mortal Vessel. This gives 1 point to spend on an attribute. Okay. More attribute points would be nice. Sure. Why not? Alright. So, that tome. Can I use this one then? Tome of the Mortal Vessel. Let's use that. Okay, gotta level up. It's just 1 attribute point. Okay. My willpower and magic are very high, so I think I'll put that extra 1 into Constitution. Just for some extra health. Okay. Sweet. Did I talk to you?
Prince Balin is such a handsome, powerful man. He'll make a great king.
Right, yeah, okay. Handsome, powerful man, make great king. Absolutely.
Wow, I've never seen an elf before. You're sort of skinny and strange.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, Brother Burkle. Let's talk to you.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
Seriously? Even here? I thought the dwarves didn't believe in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Oh. I thought dwarves worshipped their ancestors or something.
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. But Orzammar persists in worshipping its paragons and forefathers instead of the Maker.
Let them worship whatever they like. Bakun is the only way to enlightenment.
Sure. Well, if that's true, Sten, I'm sure he'll realize it in time.
Perhaps. Each must find his own way to the truth. Are you saying you will help?
No. I was talking with Sten.
Never mind. The Shaper of Memories has refused me so far. I thought perhaps with another advocate. Well, if you have a change of heart, let me know.
Yeah, no. I can think of nothing more ridiculous than a Dalish elf helping to build a chantry in Orzammar. That's completely ridiculous. Wall carving. The casts. Okay. Visitors to Orzammar should keep in mind that the hierarchies of Dwarven society are much more complex than our own. It is easy to gravely insult a man simply by mistaking his position. Since this can lead to unnecessary loss of life and limbs, I'll attempt to mitigate the danger for my fellow travellers. The society of Orzammar is divided into nobles, warriors, smiths, artisans, miners, merchants, and servants. Now, you're all undoubtedly saying to yourself, we have all those divisions among our own people. This is a dangerous misconception. Certainly, we do have nobility, artisans, merchants, and these positions are largely inherited from our parents. However, the younger children of noblemen often choose to be artisans or soldiers. The sons of merchants may join the army or become servants, or apprentice themselves to be craftsmen. This is all freely chosen. Limited, perhaps, by the circumstances of birth, but still chosen. What is a matter of choice for most human folk is dictated entirely by birth for dwarves. No one may become a smith who was not born to smith caste parents. A servant who marries a noblewoman will never be a noble himself, and although his daughters would be nobles, his sons would be servants, for daughters inherit the caste of their mother, while sons inherit the caste of their father. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetive. Okay. Complicated, kind of. Definitely. Okay. Oh, A Mother's Hope as well. Find Filda's son, Rook. You met a woman named Filda in the Orzammar Commons who was praying for her son, Rook, a smith who was lost on a Deep Roads expedition 5 years ago. Filda does not know if Rook is alive, dead, or worse. You've agreed to look for signs of Rook in the Deep Roads. Okay. We sure have. Alright, let's come down here. Oh, okay. No, wait. If that's the end, then does that mean we found all the nugs? I don't know. I hope so. Maybe. I don't know. Let's come back here and we'll see. Nug Wrangler, Orzammar.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Okay, another 12 silver.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Another 12 silver.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Another 12 silver, and...
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Another 12 silver.
I trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
I'm guessing that there are still more out there. Yeah. Okay, and that was not a way through. There was nothing down that way, but that is the way to the Diamond Quarter. That place is locked. So, I'm guessing the only other place to go in is over here. Yes. Jaina Armorers. Okay, let's try you. Don't suppose there's a nug around here. Just a sec, let's grab this wall carving first. Life in Orzammar. The dwarves of Orzammar are quite unlike those found in most human cities, although Orzammar derives its vast wealth from trade with human kingdoms. All dwarves who come to the surface to trade are stripped of their position in society. Dwarven merchants are so ubiquitous in human cities that many people labour under the impression that all dwarves are merchants, or that their whole race worships coin and trade. But these surface dwarves are atypical creatures, the ones willing to give up all ties to their kin and sacrifice their rank in order to conduct business. Below ground, the dwarves are a people obsessed with honour, their own and that of their family. Most nobles incorporate chainmail even into formal gowns, because slights and insults often turn deadly. They are people who revere excellence and strive to achieve it in all things. Even members of the servant caste have been elevated to paragons, usually posthumously, in recognition of remarkable service. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar, by Brother Genetivi. Okay. 25 out of 69 for culture and history, so we're creeping up there. Very much creeping. Okay. Jannar.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Do you know anything about what's happening with Orzammar's king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
And you're part of the Smith caste, correct?
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
No. Let me see what you've got in your store.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Okay. Okay, nothing great. Well, good to know. I don't suppose... I could talk to him about Dagna, but I'm not going to. Okay. I just need to get, I just need to get the circle to take her in. I don't need to get everybody to be happy with her. Okay. Let's go to Tapster's Tavern.
Right.
Okay. Lots of patrons. Got a Nevin there. Lord Helmy there. Okay, okay.
Grey Warden or no, keep your nose out of Orzammar business.
No.
I
Okay,
trust
Cora.
well, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapster's. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I was hoping to hear a little bit about the city.
So you come to Tapster's? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
What's a Shaperate?
It's the bureau of all the Shapers in Orzammar, led by the Shaper of Memories. If you're from the surface, I guess you'd call them scholars. They keep all of our records, laws, genealogies. You got questions about Orzammar's history, and don't mind answers in words as long as your leg, that's the place to go.
And where can I find this Shaper of Memories?
He'd be in the Diamond Quarter. Pardon, the Nobles District. Upstairs from here, however you call it.
Is there any place I should see while I'm here?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castless build their nests. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
Alright, well, thanks.
A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapster's.
I'm glad to hear that. Okay.
Can you believe King Endrin turned against his own son?
Must have had a reason.
There's an ale out there with my name on it.
Really? Good for you.
Oh my, a real elf.
I certainly am. Is this a comedy thing? Okay.
Arstaktis aparva gordaja bentar dektavirradik. Gordashebna gorham raksaparagan veram gatrig.
Lovely. Okay. Well, cool. Very cool. Can't talk to you. What you?
Afternoon, stranger. Looking for a stool to share a brew?
I don't mind if I do. Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
Laurel, a Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the Deep Roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka... something like that.
You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the Deep Roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
So who's your unit fighting then?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Well, I've never been to the Deep Roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who's sending you out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost tigers. Looking for signs of Branca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Who else is in the Deep Roads?
Lord Harriman's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Branca. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
Who's Branca?
Branca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the Deep Roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Oh, yeah, that's awful. Well, nothing we can do about that. Okay, that was a nug. I see you. God damn it. Okay, so I do need to look inside places. Taps his waitress.
Bottles all around?
This, my friend, is a pint.
Okay.
They're everywhere. I can't take it.
Nervous adventurer.
What? Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Okay. Codex updated. Unbound. Okay. Alright. 3 weathered parchments with 3 versions of the same incomplete story. Excerpt. And when his kingdom fell, so disappeared the stolen riches of an age. The beast, the unbound, dormant until one of true spirit claims his throne. So must hunt the hero of his people, the principled who would search for ancient evil. This is how they can make a real difference. Scribbled in the corner in a shaky hand. 3 pages, 3 ages, same story, updated. Same as the tavern song, but older. Signature torn on purpose, but compare and get Willem Maiden. All from him. How? Okay. Willem Maiden. Sweet. I guess that's an interesting curiosity. Oh, see, there was a nug hiding in here and there's a roasted nook on the table. That's awful. Okay, Tapster's patron.
I hope they have a nug on the fire.
It's how the ancestors show their
Alright.
favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
Tapster's patron.
Right of your best soup, and bring it what it's hot.
I really shouldn't be talking to strangers.
Yeah, okay, so Lord Helmy, which one is he? Okay. Well, let's talk to you anyway then.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
I wouldn't know. My people have been treated just like your casteless by the humans above ground.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
Well, how does it even work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
So you get to vote on the next king then?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
So who are you voting for then?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Well, that's good to know. Thanks for talking with me. I'll be going.
As you wish.
Okay. Well, let's leave here then. Now that we have that nug. Okay. Let's bring this nug back to the nug wrangler. See if that was the last one. If not, then it'll be down to Dust Town, I guess.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But there's more out there.
There's still more out there. Okay. That's another 12 silver, so that's something good. Oh, god damn it. You know what? I should have been... I should have put my Dwarven Merchant's belt back on. For talking to that guy. Get more money out of him. Grrr, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Well, I think that was the last place to actually get into. Yes, it was. Okay. And then it's to Dust Town. So, let's just head on.
We are here to kill them all, yes? For sport?
Dear Lord, Shale. No, we're not here to kill people for sport. Okay, beggars, Rogex thugs, Dust Town thug leaders. Alright. So maybe there isn't a nug down here, but... well, we'll find out. We will find out. Next episode, because this is where I'm going to leave it. So, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button. I upload 5 videos a week, so subscribe and you'll be notified when those go live. Hit the bell to update notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.